What's up, everybody? It's Mike from MJF Invest. Got done with work a minute ago. I said, let me go take a little walk. I'm walking through the woods, as you can see behind me, and it just sprung on me. I want to do a video right now while the thoughts and ideas are fresh in my head. And I just wanted to bring it to your attention. Before I even get started, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for future content. Let's open up some dialogue. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you agree, disagree, if I missed something, if you liked something I said, if you didn't like something I said. It's all good. Let me know. Drop a comment. Let's talk. And while I was just going over, like, what do I want to do? How do I want to approach this? You know, so I've been pulling out of some trades over the last week or so. I had profits, you know, in some trades, and I wanted to secure those profits. They were a little bit higher at certain points. Some were a little bit lower. Some were just the right timing. I've also made some mistakes that I want to go over with you and bring to your attention. I don't want to be one of those guys that just comes to you and starts telling you, oh, I did this great. Look how great I am. I did this. I did that. I'm so wonderful. I'm so great. Like, it's a lot of that on YouTube, but I wanted to let you know something really stupid that I did. And it costed me money. It cost me a lot of money. And I think I just learned a lesson, a really hard lesson. So if I could throw that information out there to you and you could avoid possibly making the same mistake, that's great. That's exactly the reason I made this channel, was to build an audience where we can become prosperous together, grow our accounts, portfolio, share our ideas. I want to have a nice, positive, good audience. Where, you know, like I said, we're making money together and sharing ideas and sharing strategies. So again, and I don't want it just to be a place where I'm telling you, oh, I'm great, look what I did, I called this, I called it. I made a really dumb mistake last week, and I want to touch on that throughout the video. I'll get to that. But the first thing that I wanted to suggest and throw out to you. Now remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so you do all your own research, do all your own DD, all your own due diligence. You got to make the decisions for you, what's best for you and your family. This is just what I'm doing and what I've come up with and how I'm going to approach this market. With COVID-19 kind of just dwindling there, it's kind of like the elephant in the room, right? We don't really know. The weather's about to break. We're hitting the cold weather again. You know, so there's a lot of, you know, this, you know, uncertainty. It's just uncertainty. We don't really know what to expect. Is the economy going to be shut back down? Are these immuno cocktails working? The president right now says that they are. But do we believe him? Do we not believe him? Is that enough for you to invest all of your hard-earned money into this market? So, you know, that's a big question mark. Who is the president going to be going forward is another big question mark. There's two different guys. They both have different approaches and philosophies. Which one is going to be better for us as investors? We have to ask ourselves. So there's also uncertainty there as well. Now there's an election coming up in a couple of weeks, as you all already know. And question marks every which way you look. So my philosophy and strategy going forward was this week I started to pull out of some positions. I started to secure profits in some trades. In other trades that I didn't feel good about, even in one trade, I sold at a loss. I never do that. I never advise doing that. I don't suggest that you do that, but I was like $20 down. I wanted to be cash heavy. I want to be cash heavy because I think we could be approaching a bear market or a market crash or see a certain amount of corrections. There's a lot of companies that are overvalued right now in the stock market. Most all the exciting ones, all the sexy ones, all the SPACs, they're all overvalued in a sense. But just because they're overvalued doesn't mean that we can't make money. We can. Forget to hit that like button too. I want to see blue thumb. Also, aside from just the puts, I really want to be cash heavy. So that was my philosophy there, was I want to be cash heavy in case there is a market crash. With these catalysts being, one, the coronavirus, two, the election. And now we just heard that there is no stimulus money coming, at least until probably after the election. I think job numbers and stuff come out Friday. If those end up being bad, look for another, already with the Friday sell-off. So there's a lot of things, a lot of question marks that make me think that we could be heading into a bear market. So being cash heavy was something that was very important to me. It's something that I put high up on my list. So as of right now, I was pulling out of trades and I got the money and I'm cash ready. I'm ready to buy. I got on my watch list. I use my watch list as a tool. I advise you to do the same thing. Have the companies and tickers that you want and that you're interested in right there to keep an eye on them. See, use a notebook, take notes, have a strategy for each and every trade that you make, an idea of what you want to do, an entry point, an exit point. I'll sell if this happens. I'll sell if that happens. Don't get greedy. I could see it happen with a lot of people, a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know, people that I talk to. They were up big in certain positions, 40, 50, 60, something 100% up. Well, guess what? Today they're not up anymore. So they never got that money. Don't be afraid to secure profits. I know that's not a popular opinion amongst long-term investors. And I am a long-term investor most of the time. But I also adapt to what's going on in front of me. I don't try to force anything. The market is the market, and the market doesn't care about me. It doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about it doesn't care about any of that. It is what it is, and it's our job to interpret it and come up with our philosophy or strategy or theory to what's presented to us, identifying what we're dealing with, and then adapting, adjusting, correcting. Number two, we're very accustomed to only making money when stocks are green. Stocks go up. That's the saying. Stocks go up. That's, so everybody, that's the way to make money. But there's a whole nother aspect. There's a whole nother area. We can make money when stocks go down through puts. So again, if you want to see more content about puts or, trading in a bear market, drop a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel too. I'm really trying to grow, and you guys have been awesome so far. I appreciate all the early support. Everybody's been really nice. The channel's growing nicely for the first 2 weeks. I'm almost already at 100 subscribers, so thank you. I appreciate it more than you can imagine. And to the mistake, the boneheaded mistake that I made. So this is what I really wanted you to Helion, okay? I've been trading Helion since June, since the merger was announced. I've been buying since it was $18. I bought, and I bought on every dip. Last week, I was diving. I said to myself, let me buy a call option on a whim. I'm sitting in my work truck on lunch break, and I'm playing around. I'm going, wow, this is dying. But Helion, I love Helion. Helion's great. It's going to be $80 a share, blah, blah, blah. And like an idiot, I bought a call option for October the 9th with a $49 strike price. Just on a whim. I never had planned it. I never had this in my strategy. I never made I never had thought I was going to do this. I did it on a whim like this. And guess what happened now? I am going to lose 100% of my money on that trade. Don't ever chase. Don't ever chase. It's a very amateur mistake that I made. I don't want you to do the same. These market makers really know what they're doing, and they're trying to get us to buy and sell. Sell at a loss, and I'm aware of that. I'm normally aware of that. I normally have a thesis written out before I enter a trade. I think of different scenarios. I really get meticulous with the way that I trade. And when I stick to my plan, I trade at a very high rate. I watch the stock for a couple days. I write a thesis. I watch the charts. I check the RSI. I check the MACD. I watch the stock for a week. And then I get an idea of my price targets. I do my DD and thoroughly go. Like, you can do the same. I feel like most people who are doing well in the stock market do the same. Where I lost now, and I lost big. I lost, I'm pretty sure the call option was around $400. that I bought. It was a $400 call option, and I'm going to make zero on it. I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to lose all 400. So, and it's because I allowed FOMO, either FOMO kicked in, I'm not sure, or I just got overzealous. I was just like, oh, I know, oh, Hilion's so great. Hilion's amazing. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. A lot of times, a lot of this is priced in already, and what was going on with the SPAC market, it's a trade I never should have made. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Again, I don't want to be that guy to tell you, oh, look at me. I'm so great. I do this great. I do that great. I want to bring value to your investing. I want to bring value to your bring strategies to you, bring ideas to you. And, I made a big mistake. And I'm not afraid to admit that. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. So that's really all I got. I just wanted to get that out there. Hit that like button. Remember, I want to see all blue thumbs. Subscribe to the channel. Please trying to make the channel grow. Like I said, and drop a comment. Let's talk. I'd love to talk. I love to open dialogue back and forth. I can only see things through these eyes. So help me see them through yours. Thanks for watching, guys.